The next area of growth is mental growth. How would you describe the progression there?
It is what you're allowing yourself to put into your mind. What are you listening to, from music to the shows that you watch on television to social media? And there's so much information out there. There's an overload of information. What algorithms, when you think about it, because all social media is set up with algorithms. And there are some people where their algorithms are set to the worst material in the world. Why? Because that's what they're constantly looking for. That's what their friends are sending them. However, there are other people when all they get is motivational material and, nutritious meals and workouts. And, so whatever it is that you want to put into your mind, if you really want to build up a strong, healthy mind, then you need to look at what you are consistently putting into your mind.
Yeah, this kind of ties to what you said about emotional development too. For quite some time, I was unaware that my inner monologue was sometimes negative. I was telling myself that I was fitting a certain pattern from my past or reacting in a certain way because that's just who I was. A rather benign example was I told myself that I was an introvert. So I behaved like an introvert in social settings.
Yes.
If I'm not careful, I still do it. I have to tell myself it's okay not to be an introvert.
Or you could also say, you know what, Jesse, it's great to go out and socialize with people. I had fun that one time when we went out, and you recall different social situations. That's an even better way, because what happens energetically, I'm trying to think of the best way to explain this. Energetically, the universe doesn't respond to no or don't. It is whatever the heaviest vibration about it is. So when you're thinking about being a social person, when you're thinking about being less of an introvert, you don't even need to use that word. Just focus on what you want to be more of. So if it's, I do well in small gatherings, I love going out, to dinner with family and friends, begin to cultivate more of those thoughts, and that whole introvert thing over time is just going to go away. And one day someone's going to say to you, you remember when you used to be an introvert? And you're going to go, yeah, I was. Oh, wow. And it'll even be kind of like an aha moment for you, because it will be thoughts of the past. And so that's one of the ways that you can begin to reprogram in your mind when it comes to being an introvert or any other thing that you choose to not be.
Yeah. Expressing the desired state uh, in a positive sense rather than
Yes.
trying to say, don't be
Yes,
insert.
stated in the affirmative.
Yeah.
Absolutely. State what you want. And and it's interesting. I just want to add this in there. Whenever I ask someone, well, what is it that you want in a relationship? And they go, well, I don't want, it's like, stop. Not what I asked you. Tell me what you want. Okay. Well, I don't know. No. But that's what we've been programmed to do, to focus so much on what we don't want. So I want anyone who may be listening to this interview to give yourself a break. And if you're doing that, know that it's normal. Most people are. And now focus your attention, shift it so that you begin to focus on what you do want. And if that still seems like really, really hard for you, then write down, just make a list and say, okay, this is the last time I'm going to look at the things that I don't want. Write down everything you don't want, and then state what the opposite of that is. So I don't like liars. I hang around with honest people.
Right.
I don't want a man or a woman that cheats. I want a person that is monogamous. You know, so whatever it is that you do want, I want companionship. I want love. I want to feel safe. I want to feel secure. I want to be able to be vulnerable. Whatever it is, state that. And then that's what you're consistently putting out into the universe, as compared to what you don't want, because you keep focusing on that and then you wonder why that's what keeps showing up.